So Gary, this is not a response to this video that I'm responding to here on YouTube, but to a video you posted yesterday, actually several days ago on the 11th, to Professor Corey Anton. And, I enjoyed the video. It was funny, you're saying, pointing the camera at yourself, like, we suck, we suck, we suck, and then, oh, nice light passing through colored leaves, nice creek bed with flowing water, and you were sort of passing into and out of awareness of the world within which you are embedded in, and the ambiguity that situation can create for the one who is situated. And ambiguity and beauty, I would want to claim, and I'm going to claim, are deeply related. The universe is beautiful, which can mean many things. It means, first of all, that it's harmonious. There is not pure chaos. There is, in fact, order, an astounding degree and intensity of order that you would not expect were our universe not somehow governed at a very deep level by this harmonious principle of beauty. So the fact that for the ego, experience is ambiguous is the very reason that that experience is in reach of beauty and goodness and truth. Gary, you have you think that you're focusing on truth and that you're doing this objective philosophy. It's not psychology, or as you call it. Let me play your video here.
All this mumbo jumbo and talk straight about what human beings are, what they're made out of, what they're made by, how we got here. That's the damn truth. Not this mumbo jumbo psychology crapola. So.
Mumbo jumbo psychology crapola. You're saying that, look, I've provided the truth for you stupid people. It's philosophy. It's not psychology. It has nothing to do with desire. In fact, I have successfully objectified this being which desires. That's a fascinating claim to make, Gary. Because, I think upon closer examination, you probably be the first to admit that your so-called rational waking ego is not at all in control of your experience, or even your thoughts. You talk a lot about this intellect, which can know objective truth independent of these so-called subjective things, or as you would say, subjective things like beauty and goodness. You think that the intellect is somehow apart and knows the truth apart from these other, maybe you call them psychological, merely psychological factors. But I would say that, no, if beauty and goodness are psychological factors, so is truth. But really, they're not just psychological factors, and then in that sense I agree with you, they're spiritual factors, meaning there is a transcendent force, and you express it in your philosophical striving better than anyone else on YouTube, better than any theist on YouTube. Because this passion that you have, Gary, for the truth is just an expression of that desire for transcendence, which is why the psychology is still there. But this desire for transcendence that goes back to the very beginnings of humanity, certainly, but you could even say of life, or even back to the genesis of matter itself, of atoms and stars. you could say that all along the universe has been striving to know itself, to know the truth about itself. But see, there's more to the story, because why does it want to know the truth? Well, because the truth is beautiful, and beauty or harmony is somehow good. And all three of these arise together and depend, are co-dependent. So ambiguity and beauty, unless we can see the relationship between things, which is really the source of ambiguity, we miss the beauty lying behind every scene, every situation that we find ourselves in. And you know this, Gary. I mean, you're showing us in your during your walk through the forest. You're stopping to acknowledge the birds singing in the trees, and the rainbow of light pouring down from the sky, the water flowing across the earth. I mean, do we really know where all this came from? Do we really know? I mean, we know it's beautiful. We know it is of itself good. But you know, I don't know that these sorts of knowledges require that ambiguity be completely cleared away. The ambiguity is the whole point. Unless you want to fully transcend, which, as I said, I'm not trying to deny you that. I'm just trying to fill in what you may have been forgetting. Um, but you know, you're there to remind me of what I have left out as well. So I await your response. Have a good night.